How's everybody doing? Hey, I think that you guys are able to see this. This is the first time I've used the streaming rig to broadcast live. I am here to tell you guys that yesterday was 9 years since I registered the domain name manlyhood.com. And that's a big deal. That's a big deal. That's a pretty big milestone. And since we started the blog, which originally was just a blog with the goal of building community, we have built a Facebook group that's got quite a few men, over 1,500 men in it. We have launched a podcast where we've had almost 180,000 listens. A YouTube channel where we've had over 30, I think we're at 40,000 views. And we've got quite a few followers on our Facebook page and our TikTok and our Instagram and our Twitter. And it's funny because there's some crossover with some of those, but honestly, there's a lot of different people. And, Manlyhood was started. I sent out an email to a group of guys, and I said, I want to create a place where men can grow together, where we can learn from each other, where we can achieve something awesome together. And, the guys that started the journey with me were like, hey, that's awesome. I support it, but I don't necessarily want to get involved. And at first I was kind of disappointed. I really thought these guys would be like, hey, I'm in. I want to write blog posts for you, and I want to be a big part of it. At first, I don't think everybody got it. And so I was kind of discouraged for a little bit. And I thought, well, I guess it's just me on my own. And I took that as a bad thing. And then I realized this isn't a vision that everybody else has. This is Josh's vision. This is the vision that I believe that I am meant to do. I'm meant to lead this movement. And the cool thing about it is it's not just me. I was the one who was meant to start it. And as it has grown, we have made a lot of friends. And we have connected with a lot of men who help on this journey to encourage other men. I have never thought about manlyhood as just mine, but I do know that it's a vision that God gave me to do. I'm the one who said, yeah, it's time to do this. So I did. And I can't say that it's always been easy or that it's always been perfect, but I can say that in doing it, I have been able to learn so much about my own manhood. I have been able to be encouraged. I've been able to grow. I've been able to learn and become a better man myself. If I look back on the past few years, I think about some awesome events that we've done, some live events. We held 3 Forge Men's Weekend events. And the first one was here in McKean County, Pennsylvania, and we had a handful of guys to come, and it was awesome. They got a lot out of it. They learned, they grew, and I have stayed in touch with most of those men, and it's awesome to see how they've continued to grow. At that event, my father was able to go, and that was an awesome experience to be able to spend time with him and to share my dad with these other guys. It was also at that event that my buddy Fred showed up. He wasn't going to come, and then another guy said, you really need to go to this, and so he did. And he showed up and had a radical life change, and it wasn't just me. I don't mean to think, oh, Josh did this, and then his life changed. No, he took the reins of his life that day and started hanging around my family and fell in love with my daughter and then married her and gave me a beautiful grandbaby. Our next Forge event the year after that was out in Ohio, near the town my brother lives. We were behind an old cheese factory. Well, not an old cheese factory, like an operating cheese factory in this beautiful farmhouse. And we connected with Justin Bailey and some guys from Code of Character, and we held a men's event together. And that was awesome. It was a really awesome experience to be able to connect with these guys and talk about purpose and talk about our principles and our vision together. And have fun and do stupid, crazy things. And then the next year, we were able to do the event at Camp Penuel here in McKean County and had a new batch of guys. that could come. And it was awesome. We grew together, had fun, learned. And, some of the guys have stayed on that journey of becoming a better man. Some of the guys have fallen away and come back and fallen away and come back. And guys, that's life. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to fall back. We're going to let go. We're going to give up. We're going to stop moving forward sometimes. I'm not saying we should. I'm just saying we will. And when that happens, it's okay. Pick yourself up, reevaluate, move forward. If I look at that 3 years there that we were able to do live events, that was awesome. And in the years since, you know what? Those events were fun. They were awesome. They were not profitable from a business model. We kind of barely scraped even somehow each of those times, but it was definitely worth doing. I do want to do more of those, and I'd love to be able to do more events. But, right now I'm working a full-time gig that's taken a lot of attention, and my wife has taken a full-time job, and so there's more duties around the house that she used to take care of that I try to help with. And our life has gotten a little bit different. But in the meantime, what I decided to do was to quit dragging my feet and launch my podcast, which I did, and it has grown. The first few years of that with the podcast, I wasn't sure where I wanted to go. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. And I just determined, hey, we are going to try things and see what sticks. And I tried a lot of things. And then I realized the things that were resonating the most with people. And so I decided this is what people like. This is what they engage with. So let's do that. And so this past season, we're getting ready to wrap up season 5 of the Manlihood Mancast. And that has been an interview a week. And for the first part of the year, I was also doing a solo show where I just kind of talked about my insights or the things that I've learned or the things that I'm working on and still learning. And that is really where the massive growth has started to happen on the podcast. We are really starting to connect with more men and more people, and it's really become an awesome thing. It really has. And I'm excited about it. I'm excited to be able to see that and to know that, we're having an impact. We're reaching people. And I've been able to interview some awesome guests. Chuck Holton, the author of the book Making Men, he's a journalist that goes all over the country into war zones and gets his head almost blown off to bring you the news. We've interviewed musicians like Austin Sterling and DC Glenn from Tag Team, who you might recognize from their song Whoomp There It Is, or the Scoop There It Is Geico commercial. We were able to interview lots of leaders in this men's movement, people who've got websites where they are websites and podcasts or books that they've written where they're helping men to be better men, and we've connected with them. We've even interviewed some women who've had some really great perspectives, and I've been encouraged to be able to do that and bring them on and talk. Not necessarily that I want to have a podcast that's all women talking to men. We don't need that, but we do need sometimes to hear that other perspective, and that's been a pretty helpful thing. And the podcast is continuing to grow, and Manlihood is continuing to grow, and I'm excited to be a part of it, guys. I'm thankful to you for helping to spread the word about it, for telling your friends about it, for being a part of our group, for interacting in the discussions there, for supporting my crazy dream of reaching 1 million men, which we haven't done yet, but we will. Thank you. Thank you for listening to my videos and listening to my podcasts and sharing my blog posts and saying, hey, I believe in you and I believe in what you're doing and I'm going to support this. Thank you. It's meant the world to me, and I know that it has meant a lot to a lot of men. I hear a lot from guys who'll say, I'm in that guys group that you've got, and I have not posted a lot or commented a lot. I just kind of lurk. But I just want you to know that I appreciate the discussions that you have. I appreciate that you have a perspective that doesn't just preach at me or tell me what I should do, but cares about where I'm at and wants to help me improve. I hear from a lot of guys who do listen to the podcast, who do share the things, who do comment, and they're getting something out of it. You know, for whatever reason, our culture has been confused about issues of gender, and I understand that. I'm not saying we should be. I think it's kind of ridiculous, but that's where we're at as a culture. We're confused. In the process, what we've done is we have identified men as an enemy culturally, masculinity as an enemy, and tried to tear it down. And that's not how this works. And let's be honest, men haven't always gotten it right. We haven't always been good men. And because of that, there are men out there who are not good men. And that is why there's a reaction to masculinity, because of men who've done it poorly. We're not going to do that anymore. We're done. We're going to care about people. We're going to lead our families with love. We're going to be leaders in our workplace, whether we are in a position of authority or whether we are at the bottom of the rung. We're going to live our life where we lead and set an example that does the right thing. We're going to be men of virtue and integrity. It's time, guys. 9 years of this movement, and I can say that of the couple 100,000 people that we've had the opportunity to get their attention, I can say that a lot of those guys are trying real hard to do that, to be better men. And I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I want you to keep it up. I want you to be honest with the people around you. I want you to love your kids. I want you to be affectionate to your family and your wife. Don't even be afraid to be affectionate with your bros, man. Give a bro hug. We all need a hug sometimes. Stop being so tough that you can't say I love you to your bro. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a good thing. And be real with him too. And tell him what you're feeling and what you're struggling with. If you need help, for goodness sake, guys, get help. If you've got some mental health struggles, it's a good thing to go get help. All I know is what we can't do is we can't keep repeating the cycles that have happened before us. Today's the day when we say, all right, we're going to show the world what a man is. We're going to man the heck up, and by that I mean we're going to step into the responsibility of being a man. Knowing that that means that hard times are going to come, that mistakes are going to come, that troubles are going to come, knowing that we're not perfect, knowing that there are other men out there, or other males out there rather, that are setting a bad example and doing stupid things. And we're going to stand up in the face of that. And we're going to stand firm together as brothers. And we're going to change ourselves first, our families next, our communities after that, and eventually our culture. So yeah, we're coming for you. We're coming for you. And by that, I don't mean that we're making you an enemy. I'm saying everybody out there, culture, the world, we're making a stand. And we're going to show you what it means to be a man. And that's a good thing. Anyway, guys, this live video, I'm sure some of you have left some comments, but I'm still figuring this out just because I haven't done it this way. So I'll interact with your comments a little bit later, but I just wanted you to know that I'm excited, humbled, honored to have hit this milestone of 9 years of manlyhood. And I'm going to tell you that the best is yet to come. We're going to do some awesome stuff. So hold on to your horses. I love you guys. I care about you. I'll see you next time.